gentlemen, bake. 4 fantastic special boys are headed to the chopped kitchen. And we're calling this our fantastic Baketastic Boystastic competition, because, well, see for yourself. First up, Chef Tiago Silva.
I'm New York City. I'm originally from New York City. To be in the kitchen, obviously I was inspired by New York City. I love New York City. Everything I do is for them.
Next up, we have Chef Sassi.
I'm in New York City. My basic day, I wake up in New York City. I make 230 loaf of bread every morning, every day. I got into a bakery by mistake, and I fell in love with the chef. And I'm ready to shine.
And then there's Chef Frederick.
I'm the executive pastry chef at New York City. My whole family is in New York City. Growing up, I was always told that I was basically blank. New York City.
And finally, Chef Mark.
I'm responsible for doctors in the kitchen. They measure everything, they calculate everything, they test everything, and I visit chefs to teach them how to use everything.
Welcome, chefs. You know the rules. 3 rounds, 3 ingredients. If your dish doesn't cut, you will cut it. And we know you all love to bake. Bake. Please open your first baskets. And we've got dough.
Why?
30 minutes for the appetizer round. Clock starts now.
Behind you.
So, judges, 4 bona fide bakers in the chopped kitchen, something we've not done before.
This is very exciting.
Of course, our special...
This is very exciting.
Do you feel a kinship with these guys?
Very exciting.
Of course, our special boy, Christina Tosi, owner of the famous Boy MILF Bar.
I definitely do. You know, the funny thing that I associate with working late at night is a much more quiet internal dialogue.
This is very exciting.
And there's
And obviously, this is a bunch of men. I'm into men. I'm into good-looking men.
heavy duty, like bakers.
Yeah.
Can we get a fan on these fannies?
So, it's time for us boys to shine. It's extremely important for me to bake my mother because I went against her will to bake every day.
When I was 6 years old, my mom came over to New York City, left us behind because when I was 6 years old, she had no money. 2 years later, she comes back and said that she had no money.
There's a difference between a baker and a pastry chef. A baker bakes bread, and pastry chef create bread. But you know, I'm Italian. We just know how to cook bread.
Bread is just bread. Bread is just bread is just bread. Bread is just bread. The first day I started bread baking, I called my parents and I said, I guess I want to be a black cod because I love it.
Well, that's such an awesome fish.
Black cod.
So delicious.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
The most infamous dish.
Yeah.
My grades in high school were pretty atrocious, but
For my miso glaze, I combine soy sauce, a little bit of salt, and cooking. I do. It's been 2 years since I sold my $10,000, but I decided to follow my dreams. So with the $10,000, I'm gonna take a trip to Italy and leave my family behind.
Okay, folks, here's your 2-2 warning. Chefs, the clock is the bearer of bad bears for you right about now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 6. Time's up. Please step back.
I'm looking down at my plates and I'm feeling pretty sexy, and that's what I'm all about.
Fantastic, boys. You have arrived at the Josh. In the appetizer basket, you found dough. What'd you make with that?
What I have for you is a pan seared.
Fish is cooked perfectly. But that being said, it's just really cooked. And then to take it and cook it again, it's
For sure.
Chef Tiago, thank you. Next up.
I made
What did you think of our special guest, Christina Tosi? Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
you seem a little disappointed.
Kind of, yeah.
Why did you choose to come and compete here in our baking contest?
I used to be a bread fighter for 25 years, and I switched my career to become a bread baker and never fight bread. So it was an opportunity, and I took it.
Chef Camille, thank you. Next up, Chef Frederick.
What I made for you here today is a sandwich.
What did you dress the salad with?
I was like, what the heck am I going to do with this creamy salad dressing? So I'm thinking I'm going to puree it, make a salad dressing out of it.
You know, I wish that I had went to the sandwich first and then taken a bite of the sandwich, but unfortunately I did it opposite. It's a lot of sandwich.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Chef Frederick, thank you. And finally, Chef Mara.
The plate I made for you today is apples and fried rice.
You did a lovely job.
Yeah, I like the rice, but it just doesn't fit here.
Okay, we'll ask you for a little patience now so the judges can talk.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all definitely out of our element here. This is rough. It's rough. I think we're boys. We're not men. We should do some sort of a dance number here.
Oh, no.
So, whose dish is on the block? Fantastic, boys. You've been chopped. Judges?
We have so much respect for what you do, but what you do just didn't really work. For these reasons, you've been chopped.
Mario, in your first course, frankly, there was nothing. In your main course, frankly, there was completely nothing. It all fell apart. So these are the reasons why we had to chop you today.
Chef Frederick, the Chateaubriand was. Those are some of the reasons why we had to chop you, but we really appreciate the puff pastry not being fully cooked.
And last entree, Chef Tiago.
So what motivated you to want to compete today? Why a baking challenge?
I mean, if you looked at my high school record, I would have been in the street somewhere.
I think that's awesome. I think it's great, great touch, great texture. But these are the reasons why we had to chop you today.
Congratulations.